Let's see. I think we need 100 for this. We do. Okay. Which I think we could wait a while and not just try to save up. Okay, we built up trust there. Be a good place to help. Freighter will stay docked as many cycles as it takes to offload its haul of scrap. Okay. It's not going anywhere. So I could get 3 in here for that, because it would be a positive for sure. And I would be able to get to know the shipyard. See, I don't want to use such a good dice on something that's just risky, but it might be the best thing to do, honestly. Yeah, because that's safe. Even if I have a -1 for it. That'll at least get me 3, because it'll be for sure positive. Well, no, that's grounded. Give me 3 here. That's risky. I'm so indecisive. Okay. And then this one is safe. But this also makes a lot of progress. And I kinda... Oh, it's... Oh, because I have the negative. Maybe I should use that then. Because I really want the positive so I can get the 3. Get that done with. Yeah, screw it. 1? Oh, I got neutral. That was a waste. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Yeah, okay. At least I'm getting a better feel for the ship, and I figured out where I can spin, like, the small dice, like the 1s and 2s. Getting a feel for stuff. I just need 2. Oh. Honestly, if I'm at 3, I shouldn't use that. Yeah, hindsight 2020. Okay. And I don't have any really low ones, so I don't think I can. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's a 4. In that case. So I really want to get the tracker out. It's stressing me out. A 2. Okay. Oh, that's the hunter. I guess that's how long I can be in there, or how much I can do. The real question is, what's my highest priority right now? I should go help her a little bit. Yeah, I think if I get a negative there, it's like really bad. I think it'll go towards that. 75%. It's gonna do 1 though. Because I'm gonna get at most like a neutral. That's gonna take forever. We'll come back. So I don't think that one's like her going anywhere. What? Crap. Well, that's annoying. I only need to do that when I have like really high tides. Why do I care that much? Why does the character care? Okay. You can tell I'm just getting really stressed out because there's like so many things you can do. I'm like feeling like I'm doing all the wrong ones or something. Now I'm really nervous that this one's gonna mess up too, but at least this doesn't have a negative. Let's try. Oh, that's good, okay. Please don't be bad. I said please. Damn, okay. I'm gonna go home. It's stressing me out. I'm stressed. Because I'm like thinking with Dragos losing his nerve, like I really need to do that, like investigate the ship, or I'm not gonna be able to in the future. He's probably gonna kick me out. I'm being hunted, and I really, really want to just get the tracker taken out. But to do that, it's like, yay, negative. At least with negative, I still get 1. I want to get the tracker taken out. I want to help her. I don't know, just because. But I guess because this has the time limit, I should prioritize it because I have -1, it's a lot harder and I'm worse at it. So I need like really big numbers to do it, and even then I can get negative. Oh, I have a 2 actually. Me. How bad would it have been if I just like used my 2s without realizing it? Get this turned in. Oh, I do not like how like the little buttons are shaped. I just sit there and like stare blankly at them because I can't find them. They're right there. Okay. As you enter the bay, Feng is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark and staccato rhythms, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghost. Shitheads. Feng's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Ooh, snaky? I don't want him to think I'm like eavesdropping. Who's snaky? Sleeper! Feng's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I have been eager to see. Come back here. That's mean. Don't call me an emulated consciousness. That's rude. You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Feng is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Feng waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale list of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markets of institutional records. Shitheads? Feng laughs. Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? I'm assuming Havenage, because he seems to have a problem with his employers, but this is the information from Solheim, I assume. Havenage? Huh. Not quite. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data bank you brought me. All employees of the Eye's original owners, Solheim. But he leans past you and scrolls down the list. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with the finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Feng gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst and Havenage. He waits for your reaction. And Havenage? That's right. He's right here on the station now. Feng leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked in the station as a... Feng leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Feng raises an eyebrow at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk, kept the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of palladium rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back to Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Feng turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked in Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air. They slept in Solheim beds. Feng's voice rises as he speaks, his hands fist on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in a long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his fingers, strategized all of that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot money can get you if you're a company man. Feng relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles, so we are going to find that out. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards. Oh. Just a few degrees back around the eye from here, Feng brings up a map of the lower eye. Havenage might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Feng zooms in on the shipyards. Feng grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid, and they don't like anyone from systems digging around on their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of Solheim executive. We need proof. Feng holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is a set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting it into the compound might be tricky. He puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Feng grins. You can extract yourself a Havenage cipher from a Havenage agent. They sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. Sure. I guess. I knew it. I knew you'd be happy to catch this snake, and don't worry. Once we nail this guy, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. I thought you were going to do it now! Bro! Once we nail this guy, I'll start working on that tracker of yours. I haven't forgotten. Feng scratches at his chin. Anything the worm finds, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Feng, digging through the data among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the Eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pocket, is an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past ever truly is ever truly past. Yeah, that one's just not showing up at all for me. Hack a Havenage agent. Okay, where do I find a Havenage agent? I feel like this game isn't very good at giving directions. Because he said I don't need to go into the shipyard. Oh, wait! This gate keeps out of the Havenage shipyard's internal network. Okay, I hope I'm doing this right. I am in. Slot Ripperworm. An open port sits waiting for you to slot a Ripperworm. What will you find there? Ooh. What's that? Oh, it's data. Okay. Now I need to leave. I don't want the hunter to find me. I think I have what he wanted. Okay, so it's in. I got the stuff. Go buy sometime. Dragos' shipyard. Why you gotta do me like that? I don't want it to time out. Okay, please don't be bad. Okay, from now on, I'm not doing that unless this is the completely the completely yellow ones, like what is it, the sixes? God, that's annoying. Okay. I did it to myself. Can I help her, or is it too risky? I've not been getting good luck with these, but the fact I've got the last, 75% chances I've had gone negative, I'm like, this time it has to work, right? But that just feels like gambling to me. I feel like I'm developing a gambling problem. Let me think. Port fabricator. Oh, I think for that I need scrap to sell to them to gain their trust. For now, I think I can help her with the other thing. Because that just has to run on its own. Yeah, I'm just gonna help her for now. I don't have any other big plans, I guess. I don't feel like I need to get the stuff just yet. The medicine, that's what it's called. Please, positive. I'll take it. Okay, time to go home. need to go buy that medicine soon. Because I don't know, I might wait. I like having five dice, but I might wait so I can save up some more money, because it took me a long time to get this much. Now where is word exchange? I think is what it is. Yeah, they want the scrap. I need to get scrap for them. And that'll give me 3 if I eat here. Yeah, I'll hold off on getting the medicine for now. I can make the chits back. I want to start working on this. I guess I need to get to the shipyard if I want to get scrap, because I think that's what I... really want to try this again, but it keeps not working. Like it has to work this time, right? Better than negative. I need for the shipyard. Okay, I'll just do that for now. Heck yeah. You do well, and when their shift is up, a couple of hands invite you to share a ration pack and some of their well-worn advice. Oh, heck yeah! That doesn't do much for me there. Didn't I get any scrap though? Because there's no ships in, so I can't actually do any of those right now. I don't think. Yeah. Well. Wait for that. I guess pop in here. See, I don't want to do stuff because I want to use the 2, but I don't want to do stuff that's going to trigger the hunter to come after me. And there's no real point in doing some of this stuff unless I need to. That's doing its thing. I can sell data, so that would get me more chits. I'll wait. I don't know what I'm gonna use the 2 on. What's something that is just that safe? Okay. This is just me going back and forth, and I feel like it's not very entertaining, me just debating where to spend these. I'm too indecisive, I take too long. I don't feel like there's anywhere safe for me to use the 2 besides the data network thing. It's just... okay. You observe the shipbuilders and try to make yourself useful, carrying tools and crates. You begin to notice how they work. Okay, none of those are safe with my 2. Definitely not doing that. Okay, let's make 4 decisions. To 3. click on this properly. 3. It's a 1. Did I use most of the 2s? It's a 2. I could do that one. That doesn't really get me what I was wanting. But I'll have it, I guess. It feels like a waste, but I don't feel like there's a lot of safe places for me to spend a 2. I have full energy, so there's no point in using it to sunbathe. Okay, uncycle. Okay, I have full condition, so... for energy. And we're back, okay. Oh, we're gonna have it, like, right on the edge. Like, it's gonna be, like, right in that one. Before they get to me, when I get taken out. Because he's still got one more day. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be able to get it done. Okay, so I can't do any of this. So I'm not spending that money on that. Hardware exchange. I don't have the really, really good ones. It just makes me second guess myself constantly about everything. Get me to there. Does this do anything for me? Oh, it's just to get to know this scrapyard. I feel like I don't have a choice but to do these and then just hope for the best. I feel like I'm just not gonna be able to get that. Like, unfortunately. They're just not gonna find out the connection between them and that ship. It's just not happening. Why is that so low? I swear to God, normally that would be like 75%, like positive slash like neutral. I'm not... Oh, it's... Oh, 50... I thought this was negative for some reason. That's really good, okay. Okay, we only need 3 more. Yeah, might as well. No, we're not doing that. Nah, I don't need to spend that much money right now, because I need 8 more. Okay, where are we spending this? 3. Oh, I need it for home, because I'm not buying food. I need to do this. I need to sunbathe. Cover some of that energy. Perfect. And cycle. See, I should have, when I had the chance, bought the medicine, probably. But, I was getting so many chits there for a while, I didn't think it'd be that hard to get more. I've got some bad dice today. Oh my gosh. Those are not good dice. Like, I feel like I need to do the data thing, but the hunter is, it's really close to getting me. Oh, here we go. Feng. As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder, turning you back the way you came. Follow his lead. He steps into a passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. That data you ripped, well done by the way, he grins, tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's a perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit side passage. Confront him? That's right, it's the perfect time. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper, the same Hardin Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse. Nothing. I know literally nothing. But it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It was like Solheim was there, running the station one day, and the next, Erlin's Union took power. It wasn't like Solheim was there one day. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. It was the Palladium market. As the Palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the cost got higher. People like my parents were forced to work nonstop just to keep a berth on the station, and the water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the accidents were coming in nonstop. And as new waves of contractors came in desperate for work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot license. Old-time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases and central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV, overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory, took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlin. He brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV, welded it to the dock while my father That's kind of metal. Welded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Aww. Feng pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart, Feng finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning, from shits like Hardin. Shits who held their place rooted out and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Feng starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut about the shipyard. This time, his past catches up with him. How is he alive? We should think about this. How is he alive? Clearly you don't know much about executives, the kind of power that comes with certain benefits. Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Nah, man, let's do this. I like Feng. I don't know. He seems chill. Feng grins. Let's show the shitheads some consequences. I think this is a terrible idea, though. I don't know what he's thinking's gonna happen. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leads through the complex, snatches of the construction bays, always disappearing through windows. Ships are suspended like well corpses, skeletal and posing. Feng seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry. And at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Feng say his name in unison, and Feng sets off up the staircase to the gantry, with you following close behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock and the Hardin nodding along. Hardin Hurst, Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. You can tell I've been playing for a while. I'm probably close to like an hour 40 now. You can tell. You can tell. His voice bounces and comes back into a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. Glances between you and Feng, and you see his gaze linger on your body. Unsure why a sleeper might be in this place. Ugh. You are a traitor, Hardin. A Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Feng's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlin stood for, everything Havenage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, it's good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Ask Hardin, inspecting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Feng and Hardin, his hands drumming at his sides. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. They're not gonna get rid of him. There's no way. I think we all know, whether Feng realizes it or not, this place is probably still kind of run by corporations. I'll try to stand up for my man, though. It's true. As you begin speaking, Hardin turns his attention to you, and what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you, if not exactly that? A corporate runaway. He looks around at the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of Essen Art. You have no place in Havenage shipyard. Who knows what signals you are sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Feng holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right, I am systems, and I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I am asking you to take this man into the custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains silent. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why isn't it being submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots in the walkways coming from all angles at once and then settling behind you. My man, what did you get me into? Please, Hardin says, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk for now. However, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Feng spits. Hardin, you shithead. Can't wriggle out of this one. A security officer draws their weapons and levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. I will get shot if I go for the weapon. Absolutely not. There's multiple people. Calm Feng. You look at Feng. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, Feng says, and he pushes through the security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, utters Feng. Was he hacking him? What's that? That, Sleeper, is something our worm added to Hardin's personal slate. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Feng's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots? These are Hardin's buddies. The ones he's messaging right now, and we're gonna find them all. You tricked me. Nah, that was on purpose? Of course, Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. I don't know, I just really like Feng. It's hard not to.